If you're after making a ton of money within Tarkov's PVE mode, well, this video right now is going to show one of the best ways to farm money, and it's basically risk-free if you choose to do it like this. So with that in mind, let's jump into it. And if you enjoy Escape from Tarkov videos like this one, be sure to like the video. It is the best help that you can do to help out the channel. And of course, let me know whether or not you want to see more videos like this one. Make sure to comment down below if you want to find specific videos or you found something in specific that you'd like me to cover. Let me know. So, basic premise of today's video. We have spawned in on Lighthouse. Lighthouse is the map at which we are going to be farming some rubles on today. In terms of weapons, you really don't need a whole lot because if you want to, you can use the bug that was within the Escape from Tarkov's PVE mode to avoid any PMCs and any of the raiders actually spawning. It still works on the game, and I should be showing you a clip in the background as to how to do it if you really want to do it. But it was only so that I can just run through the whole loot run without any problems. And so with that in mind, essentially what you want is the biggest backpack you can possibly have. So we've gone with the Blackjack 50. We also have an M4 with a decent scope so that we can take out any of the scavs that spawn. Scavs do spawn in the game. And then, of course, we've got a paracord and a red rebel so we can take the paracord extract, which is one of the things that you're going to want to do because this is a much quicker way of doing it. So spending the 1 million and like 100k on the paracord to pick up the red rebel and the paracord is 100% worth it. And of course, you keep those forever. They never go away as long as you don't keep your paracord in your backpack, for example. In terms of other things, we have injectors because there is one thing that we are going to be picking up within this video, which is going to require us to get very heavy. The first thing is we need SJ6. This improves your endurance and stamina. It is about 100k to actually pick one of these up top end, but most of the time slightly cheaper. And we've got ourselves a mule so we can get an increased weight limit, 15 minutes. So we want to have the mule and we want to have the two SJ6s. And then primarily just running to the locations that we've got. So I will join you back when we get to the first location. Right, so first thing that you're going to want to do on this run is make your way to the first kind of guard tower on the left hand side of the rogue base from when you cross the bridge. Up here you can find ammo spawns, that sort of stuff all around, and you can see there 7N42. And then down here is kind of the first rare spawn. There can be a rare spawn in this little crate right here. So nothing there as of now. And then we're going to make our way over to, from here, you can check this this jacket, which is also pretty decent and can make you quite a bit of rubles if you find some keys. Then we'll go over to the duffel that usually spawns right here. So nothing in that. And then we're going to make our way down to this location. We have ourselves a little crate, which is a technical supply crate, so can spawn all kinds of goodies, but nothing for us now. Then over here, there is a rare spawn as well on the desk. So you can see we've got 2 GPs, nothing spectacular. And then we'll make our way round here and we find this little crate over here, which has a Bitcoin in it. So already would have covered the cost of if we got taken out. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to make our way up to this little building up here. And then we take a little left. And in here, there is like 3 spawns of armor repair kits. One on this location, one on the bed, and one up here. And I believe there might even be a 4th one down there on the floor. I literally found 3 armor repair kits in this room in the last raid that I did on this map. So it's a very, very good location to pick up armor repair kits, which are selling anywhere from 900 to 1.6 million at the moment of this recording. So now what we're going to do is make our way back over to this location. You can check over here. There's also a little rare spawn, I believe, that does come up on one of the tables over here, but it doesn't look like we've actually got one right now, so that's fine. Now we'll make our way back to where the beginning of the next run is, where if you're playing and you don't want to have to do the no PMCs, no raiders thing, then this should kind of help you out in that regard. So we'll make our way all the way across here. Make sure you follow this kind of pathing. Don't go off into the left because there are mines all around. So just be aware of that. Right then, from here, what we'll do is make our way into this building right here. And this is another building with a ton of rare spawns. We want to make our way over to this little box over here. Nothing in it, which is fine. Straight into this room, check the duffel bag. Into this room, there can be stuff with on top of the mattress. Another little duffel bag in this room. And then we go upstairs into this room. On the bed, there can be rare spawns on top of the bed. So just check around in there. And then on here, there can be power banks, which are worth quite a bit. Duffel and a little kind of jacket that we can check as well. Then into this room, we've got also rare spawns either side of the TV and on this chair right here. And then on these shelves, you should also check. 2 jackets here. And then you got a med bag in the corner of this room right there. You get a toolbox spawn over there as well. Right, so we make our way up to the first chalet. And of course, we've now got the medical room, which is in by the chef's kitchen. And in here, you can find medical spawns on the floor, as well as a medical bag over there. And so from here, you've got yourself a weapons crate. And then we move our way over to this little outbuilding in here. And then we look on the chair. And there you go. Perfotoran. And then from here, we make our way inside of the building. In here, you got a toolbox spawn over there. And fabrics can spawn on the floor. Then we have a little ammo box on top of the fuel, or on top of the pool table even. SP7, M856A1, which is brilliant because, you know, any extra ammo is nice. And then in here you have some spawns there and a duffel on the sofa bed. In here you've got another ammo box. Outside you've got like this little just crate. Or weapon box. And then if we go inside, you have some spawns on the table which you can check, and in here there is also some spawns for like whiskey. You can get vodkas, you can get moonshines in this room. And then in here we've got ourselves a little duffel bag. Nothing in it. And then on here some extra spawns of little bits and bobs. Upstairs you have a couple of rooms that you can open into, but most of the time I don't bother, as we just want the most efficient and quickest route to kind of get through and not spend too long in each one of these raids. In here is a little medical kind of area where you can have a look and see if there's any medical spawns, but it looks like the scavs may have already picked them up at this point in the raid. And then down here you have a couple of rare spawns on the floor on the left hand side on this little table here. And then there's also one on top of the bar area right there. Outside there's a rare spawn inside of this, which is a Trimadol. And then we're going to make our way over to this area over here. You can find some tech spawns, so great. We found a water filter, brilliant. They're about 200k at the moment. And then on this desktop, you can find a vast array of weapon repair kits, armor repair kits, and that is really what you're after in this raid. The armor repair kits, weapon repair kits is what you need. Toolboxes as well over here, which you can check. Got ourselves an M tube, and then we make our way through here. Open up this room. There can be a weapons box there. We got ourselves a med bag. A bandage. Check on these two. You got yourself a little jacket. Then down the end of the corridor upstairs we have this room, which can have 3 spawns on here. And then on the table there can also be some food spawns if you need it during the raid. So we'll grab those croutons and we'll eat them. At this point, if you've already got yourself some armor and weapon repair kits and you're pretty heavy, you can just go over to here and extract using the Red Rebel extract. Otherwise, if you haven't, like me, what we can do is make our way all the way over to the location on top of the hill. We want to pop another Vaseline since I ran out of CMS kit, because the scavs, when you play on the kind of weird mode, seem to be much more aggro, and they will also kind of instantly lock onto you as opposed to when you play normally. So whether or not it's actually better to play just normally or play like this is, yeah, completely down to you. But either way, we'll move down over here, and this is the first rare spawn on top of this crate, and then you got an ammo spawn and also a tech spawn on the floor. Over here you got a little dead scav. Then we go through into here. You come into here, open up this room, check on the floor over here, check on the chairs, check on the shelves over here, and just do a quick sweep to see if there's any intel folders that are around. In here, weapon box, weapon crate, also ammo spawns all over the floor and on the chair. In here, we've got ourselves a duffel that spawns on the bed. Through here we have ourselves a medical box as well, so LEDX hopefully. Downstairs we go through here, and there's 2 rare spawns that spawn on top of the scav right here, so either side. Over here you got some medical spawns that you can pick up if you want. Over here you got a vodka spawn and moonshine, I believe, next to the chair. Over here, another rare spawn location. Making our way up to the top floor. We check on the table right there and on the floor over there. 2 rare spawns. We'll check this guy's pocket, see if he picked up any of the loot that was in here. Then we go into here. On top of here can be some spawns, and then down here can also be another spawn of rares. In here we have another rare spawn next to the jacket, which is another Bitcoin, and then a Meldonin over there. Under here is some technical items that spawn on the floor, and in here another tech item. You got tech items in here as well, and then you got a military battery spawn right there. You got a toolbox and also some more tech spawns all over the floor, and can be underneath the kind of wooden pallets. In here some weapon components that you can pick up if you want. Out here we have ourselves a jacket. We'll drop the Veritas and all of the bits that we can into our backpack. A little key. Up here we go, and then on here right there can be another rare spawn, and on top over here another rare spawn on this table. And then round here a rare spawn that's on this box, but can also have bitcoins and stuff like that underneath the box, so double check it. Even if it looks like there's nothing on it, there can still be stuff underneath. Got yourself a nice little duffel over here. Then through here is where we go. Check the table right there, and also the bed table right there. There can be a Bitcoin spawn on there. And then turn around, there's a weapon spawn and some other bits and bobs that you can find on there. Then we go out through here. You got yourselves a med bag, and there can also be spawns of rares on the actual bed itself. So double check that. Check the tables as well. And then there's a jacket spawn that's right there, and then there's also a kind of stim spawn or med spawn that can spawn right there next to the rest of the meds and in the actual sink itself. And then just check the floor as well. And then from here we go outside the door, and we make our way across the way and go into this here. We've got ourselves a med bag, and then on the floor loads of med spawns. And then we got ourselves a safe. Intel folder, nice. Put that in the docs case. On the chair you can also find some spawns, and on top of the table, and then on the floor over here you'll also find kind of random tech spawns as well. Then when we come out, there's a weapon box that usually spawns right there. And then we make our way around the car, and there can be a duffel right there. You got yourself some ammo spawns all over the place. And that pretty much sums up what we need to do in the raid. So we'll make our way to the extract now, which is the Red Rebel extract, and that is pretty much the raid complete. So we got pretty unlucky with how it actually panned out, but it was still a very decent raid for the amount of time. And of course we got a leg taken off, which spent a lot more time actually just walking everywhere. And yeah, just be aware of the scavs. They are much kind of stronger. They're at least more aggro to you. So if you are kind of running around and stuff, you were likely to get aggroed by a lot of scavs, and they just infinitely spawn basically. So be aware of that if you are using the no AI glitch. In terms of the actual loot that we got from this run, albeit significantly worse than usual, we got 2 bitcoins, which are about 800k each at the moment. We got ourselves a Veritas pick, which is about 30k. Got 2 GP coins, which you can't actually sell, but they're there, and ref will be coming to PvE at some point as a one-way trade system. We got ourselves an egg, which is worth about 40k. We got an intel folder, which is worth about 400k, I believe. Yep, somewhere in that region. We got ourselves a pro kill, about 50 to 70k. We got ourselves the West 104 key, which is like 70k. A water filter, which is about, yeah, 130k, something like that. And of course some ammunition, M-tube, and we literally didn't really get any of the rare spawns actually spawn in the raid, so probably a very bad example of the typical loot. But either way, with the amount of loot that we still made, probably in the region of about 2.5 million. Typically expect anywhere from about 4 million to about 4.5 million. Obviously this one's slightly worse than normal because we didn't pick up an armor repair kit, and we didn't really get any of the kind of rare figurines, that sort of stuff that usually spawn, and the pro kills and that sort of stuff. But either way, it's still a very, very effective way of farming up money. And even if you don't do the actual area in the military base because you just want to play the game normally, you can loot up both of those chalets, and they are exceptional for earning you of rubles as well. And it's much quicker to get there and extract because the extract is literally on top of where they are. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, and of course subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one hopefully. Goodbye.